What a mess.
Daniel, naked, Vivian's face. Anyway, I thought you were off today.
I am.
Enjoy.
Wish me luck.
Life can be hard work. It teases you with promises, and it kicks you in the teeth. When you're catching your breath, it's then you consider the alternatives. And if you fail to catch that breath, a breath that drifted through summer windows, a sigh that faded into endless sleep, a sigh that nobody chose to hear.
I mean, university life is designed to be challenging. And it's perfectly normal that students would find a degree course difficult. And we need to let all the students know that, be aware of that fact. From what I've heard this morning, Celia's suicide has really shaken all of us. And I just want to reassure everyone that at my practice, we are totally committed to the care of any student who is emotionally vulnerable. Now, this is a booklet that we've prepared. It's aimed at heads of department, personal tutors, and it's full of very valuable information on the counselling treatments that are available out there. I know it's the beginning of term, but if you would just take a few minutes to read it. Pass those for me, thank you.
Guilt is a self-indulgent retrospective. Blame can be a burden when shared by guilty friends. Maybe you wish you could miss me more.
You really want to suffer?
I feel close to her here.
This isn't about you.
Why are you being so horrible to me?
She died in that bed, Alice.
I know. I found her. I didn't think you'd come back.
I wasn't sure myself.
I couldn't face this term without you.
Don't do this.
You didn't answer my calls. The whole summer, weeks with no one to talk to.
Why ever would I want to talk about it?
You're the one person that understands how I'm feeling. Oh, Jake!
Vivian?
If you're about to apologise, Dr. Granger, spare me.
Oh, from what I saw, Dr. Granger has nothing to apologise for.
Hilarious.
Well, I'm sure Julia will see the funny side.
My clothes got nicked.
Dr. Granger?
Some cheek, eh?
Yeah, laugh it up. It's the first and last time you'll see me like that.
Oh, one flash was quite enough.
It was Archie's idea, you know.
Whatever.
A bit childish.
Yeah, well, that's Archie.
Yeah, I was wondering,
What?
what if you fancied going out for a drink, you know, later?
You and me?
You and me.
I'll think about it.
When you gonna let me know?
When I've thought about it.
We always talked about everything.
Go away, Alice.
No one else will help you through this.
Go away and grow up.
You can't just cut me out. I won't let you.
If Celia hadn't found us together, she might never...
Killed herself.
I loved her.
We both loved her. We've only got each other now.
When will you understand? Without Celia, we have nothing in common.
Please don't say that.
You can never live up to her. You can never replace her.
You're hurting me.
Hey, stop that.
Celia's dead. Hating me won't bring her back.
I don't think you want everybody to hear this.
You have no idea what I want.
Jake!
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
What have I gained by my reckless act of self-destruction? Twisted revenge, enduring notoriety, whispered words and watching eyes. Oh, everyone knew me. I was Celia Haddon. I was pale and interesting.
Are you still here?
Looks that way.
Do the decent thing for Celia's sake.
You can't use her against me anymore.
You cheated on her the day before she died.
She told you.
Oh, yeah. I bet you feel sorry now.
If anyone's to blame...
You just be careful.
Filling her head with ideas.
I encouraged Celia to think.
And look what happened.
I will not be held accountable for the rash actions of a silly girl.
Death is just a new beginning. What else did you promise her?
Watch your foul mouth.
You watch your back.
Get out, Jake. You don't belong here.
20 pills and second thoughts. Is that how it ends? Lost in the pain? Crying in the darkness? 40 pills, light-headed, hazy clarity, when help was just a shout away. Pick up! It's Celia. Please, pick up. I've taken some pills. Cameron! Cameron, talk to me. Please pick up.
How could it be any worse? Joe's washed his hands on me. I've got nowhere to live. I've tried all my friends, and I'm clearly trying their patience. Go away! Sorry, I just don't get any respect here, Mum. Kids and I would fly to Athens tomorrow if I could afford the airfare. Really? Well, I will pay you back every penny, you know that. Is that hot?
Right, Vivian, I'm going to be at the campus for the rest of the day.
Fine.
Sorry, did you want something to do?
It's just to remind you that Dr. West is off today, and you are... Dr. Granger! Dr. Granger!
Julia, I have to talk to you.
Can it wait?
I need some time off.
What?
Yeah, I know it's short notice.
You're unbelievable, you know that?
Yeah, you don't understand.
I've just handed you a new contract.
Yeah, Julia, if I don't get away from this place, I'm gonna have a breakdown.
Is this anything to do with Joe leaving?
Yeah, and some personal stuff that I need to try and get my head around.
Oh, of course, so I'm supposed to just let you take off?
No good to anyone here.
That's not true.
A couple of weeks.
2 weeks?
And I promise to come back refreshed and raring to go. Please, Julia, let me sort my life out.
Oh, Daniel, what am I going to do with you?
Are you going to go?
Of course. Gonna keep him hanging on though.
Who? Mike asked Michelle out for a drink.
Oh, great party.
Yes, apparently it was.
5-day hangover.
Alcoholic gastritis, actually, and I still don't feel right. I was just thinking about having to lay down. Then again...
Well, you've got time on your hands. You've got some of these posters up.
We should enjoy the quiet while it lasts. It's gonna be like a zoo here, fresh as week.
Sure we'll cope. Hi, George.
She's been like that ever since Mal left.
Sorry, since Mal left? Mal went to Manchester.
Apparently.
Why didn't you tell me?
I haven't seen you.
Well, what happened? You seemed really happy.
I was happy. I was really happy. Just didn't want to get married again. I don't know, George. Is it for me then? Incapable of having a relationship unless I'm the one that's in control.
Well, I think you've been a bit hard on yourself.
Just don't want to get hurt again, I suppose.
There's the catch.
Anyway, you never liked him.
He was growing on me.
How'd you manage this then?
Hit a wall.
Didn't feel like writing much this term.
Are we done?
Not so fast. Haven't finished yet.
Hey.
How was the meeting?
Oh, well, we all said our piece. Then we all had coffee.
Should have come with you.
It's okay, you were busy.
Oh, Celia was my patient.
We are not about to start apportioning blame.
She was stressed. She was alienated.
Yeah, you listened to her.
I referred her to a behavioural therapist.
Well, Jimmy, you didn't know she was going to kill herself. None of us did. You know, when I took on this surgery, I don't think I gave enough thought to the practice demographic. I mean, how are we supposed to understand these students? They're 18, 19.
You brought up 3 kids?
Just about.
Now, you're more than qualified.
Huh. Anyway, the Student Affairs Committee rejected the idea of a memorial stone because they said that it sent out the wrong message.
That was a suicide. They don't like reminding.
Well, maybe they need to be reminded, otherwise what did she die for? Back in a minute.
Never went to the funeral.
Well, maybe you just weren't ready to say goodbye.
Sometimes she said she felt like ending it all. I didn't take her seriously.
It was her decision to commit suicide, Jake. It wasn't your fault.
New term, same old routine, we all carry on as normal. It's the best way to handle things.
You know, Jake, I feel guilty too.
I feel cheated. Celia's dead and we're the ones who have to live with it.
A typical act of selfishness, some might say. If the subject of my suicide wasn't quite so delicate. I have this dream about Celia. She's alone in our room.
Alice.
She tries to move, but she can't. Because she's dying.
You've been through an emotional trauma.
Yeah.
And you need to grieve.
Celia won't let me.
It might take time, but you will get through this.
She wanted me to find her. To pay me back.
To pay you back for what?
Celia.
Don't go, Celia. Stay with us, Celia.
Celia!
To pay you back for what, Alice?
I wanted to hurt her. It was always the 3 of us. Suddenly, they got together and I was in the way. Celia walked in on me and Jake. I knew she was coming back. I need to tell him the truth, don't I?
I met her here on the first day. She was loitering in the common room and feigning disinterest. Someone could have warned me.
She was ill.
Nice and easy for everyone.
Well, the inquest cited anxiety and depression.
We all breathe a sigh of relief. She wasn't right in here. That's okay then.
So, what's your solution then? Take all the blame yourself?
She found me and Alice together. The day she died, she'd been with Hargreaves.
Hargreaves?
I wanted to get back at her.
Professor Hargreaves?
They had this thing going on. She was infatuated with him.
Hang on a minute. Are you saying they were having an affair?
He didn't care about Celia. All he cares about is his reputation.
Well, he must be worried now.
He wants me off the course. Maybe he's right. Maybe I don't belong here.
Celia threw her life away, Jake. Don't you do the same. You leave Hargreaves to me.
If I knew why, it maybe I wouldn't feel so empty.
Would you cry for me if I died for you? Could you stay away while I fade away to nothing but a memory? I can't live like this, Cameron. I mean, what's the point? It's killing me. It's killing me, Cameron. It's killing me. I thought dying would be easier than living. I thought about things too much. I suppose it was an act of defiance.
Julia, come in. It's a little bit late for lunch, but we could have dinner.
Were you having an affair with Celia Haddon?
Oh, no. Is that what he told you?
Just answer the question.
You see, that's the trouble. You encourage students to unburden their grief and they come up with this kind of nonsense.
You told me this morning you barely knew her.
I didn't expand on the nature of our relationship. You clearly assumed that to be the case.
So what else have you lied about?
Oh, look. Celia was a fantasist.
And you knew that she was suicidal?
No, of course I didn't know.
But you're a psychologist.
Yes, and like your GPs, I am not infallible. What are you doing?
I'm calling the police.
Don't be absurd. Put it down. Give it to me. Put it down. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Celia may have come to rely on my counsel in the months before she died. But we talked, that's all. She had a very inquisitive mind.
And what did you talk about?
You, of all people, should value patient confidentiality.
Oh, for heaven's sake, she's dead.
All right. All right. Amongst other things, we debated the rational case for suicide.
What? You were in a position of trust.
I know. I was flattered by her attentions. My judgment was impaired, but I never, ever laid a finger on her. That would have been highly inappropriate.
Well, she came to see you the night she died.
Yes, she did. And I warned her to leave me alone. But she was clingy, she was delusional. She had some ridiculous notion that somehow I could make her happy.
And you sent her away?
She made a pass at me. What was I expected to do?
You sent her away?
Yes! I sent her away. Look, I will regret that for the rest of my life. It's all in here. Everything.
What's that?
It's Celia's diary.
How did you get hold of that?
In a headlong rush to kill herself, she managed to leave her bag in here. I am implicated, but I'm exonerated in equal measure. What do you intend to do with it?
I don't know yet.
She didn't blame Jake. He should read the diary. He'll realize he really wasn't that important.
I hope you're hungry.
Thank you. Look, I think I should put you straight on something.
Yeah. I think you should.
What?
I spent years married to a devious manipulator. I don't intend to get involved with another one.
I'm confused.
Ronnie Woodson? He warned me off. He seems like a nice guy. Why would he do that?
I slept with his wife.
I see.
Look, it happened. I was low, and George, his wife, was looking after me.
Oh, I see. So it was her fault.
No, I'm proud of it. I'm not proud of a lot of things I've done lately. I've abused the goodwill of everyone who's tried to help. Being paid for sex.
Okay, stop. That is enough.
You wanted honesty.
I wanted to know that I could trust you.
No, before the crash, I was Mr. Perfect. What's that for?
It takes a lot to be so candid.
You make it easy.
I've done some bad things too.
My mind's made up.
Hey, if you're determined to leave, I'm not going to try and stop you. But I think you should read this first.
It never would have worked. You and me. You didn't have the strength I needed. I should have told you. Maybe I'll rue the day I died. By then, I'll have the benefit of hindsight. Life can be hard work. It teases you with promises, and it kicks you in the teeth. When you're catching your breath, it's then you consider the alternatives.
I did warn you.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Matters to me.
Look, it's only a problem if you make it one.
Yeah?
There's plenty of other things we can do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll all come back to me with a bit of practice.
Lots of practice.
Rob says he's not smoking, so he's not. Right. We have now categorically established that Mike is not allergic to me. 6 times.
She knows she can't trust you. She just doesn't know why.
Will you marry me?
Everything's gonna be fine.
You may not believe your eyes. Dr. Sloan investigates a magical murder next on BBC1 Scotland.